Good afternoon, this is Brett Gilbert from Hill Country British in San Antonio, Texas. Today we are going to change out the front brake pads on the 2010 Range Rover Supercharged, and we're going to put the EBC brakes, the high performance brake pads and rotors on this vehicle. First off, I've already taken the tire and wheel off. The second, I'm going to remove the pins and the anti-rattle clip, pull the sensor out to save it if it's not made contact yet. So what I'm going to do is get the brake pads and the caliper off right now. First you take the center pin out. Now that we have the center pin out, we are going to remove the brake pad pins. Now that we have the brake pins out, we are going to compress the caliper pistons to remove the brake pads. And an easy way to do that is get you a pair of pliers in there, push the brake pad back all the way. Now that we have the brake pads off, we are going to remove the caliper using a 13/16 socket. Now that we have the caliper removed, we have access to the rotor. You remove the Allen bolt right here from the rotor, and then remove the rotor. With the rotor removed, you want to clean up the corrosion and rust here off of the hub so that the rotor will sit flat. A lot of times if you don't do this, you will get a pulsation in your steering wheel because the rotor does not sit flat on the hub. So just give it a little clean, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put our rotor back on, the new EBC. Once we have the rotor installed, the next step we want to do is go ahead and reinstall the caliper. We've actually already installed the inner EBC brake pad. Going to put the outer board EBC brake pad in here now. Now that the brake pads are in there, you definitely want to clean up all the pins that go back into the caliper so they will move freely, and then give them a little bit of high temperature brake grease. All these little things keep the chatter down as much as possible. Also make sure you do get high temperature grease on these pins here. And then on your anti-rattle clip, anywhere that the pins contact, the brake pads contact, always add a little bit of grease, and it will make your life easy. Now that we have the brake pad pins put in place, make sure they protrude past the caliper, and that way they lock into the caliper there. Last thing, but not least, is the brake pad sensor. Slide the brake pad sensor into the groove of the brake pad, and there you go. So, brake pads, EBC rotors on a 2010 Range Rover Supercharged. These are some of the best brake pads for the performance, less dust, and we enjoy installing them here at Hill Country British. Again, if you ever need anything, contact us, Brett Gilbert at Hill Country British in San Antonio. Thank you for watching.